Having a narcissistic parent is like having weeds that take over a beautiful garden. Even when they're not around you, you hear their attacks and their criticisms in your head. You're haunted by it. It's constantly causing you to sabotage your life. They're also the reason that you've been drawn to narcissistic relationships because it's familiar. It's all you know. And you still find yourself believing if you're perfect enough, they'll finally be proud of you. Because all you ever wanted was their love. But no matter what you do, no matter how successful you are, still not enough. They're going to find something wrong. And when you attempt to talk to them about how they treated you, either they tell you, that didn't happen, you're making it up. Or they say, listen, it was because of your defiant behavior. I had to treat you this way. Remember that time I asked you to go to the store for me, get me a pack of smokes? You refused. You said I was 3. I don't drive. I didn't know how to ride a bike. They leave you feeling like you only have one horrible option. If you want your parent in your life, you're going to have to accept the abuse. That's not an option. And they love telling you that scripture, hey, honor your parents so that your days may be long. Yeah, got it. So how do we get rid of these weeds in your garden? Well, here are 3 tips. Tip number 1, you got to put a fence around your garden. This means keeping the good in and keeping the bad out. Now, when they start criticizing you about your dumb decisions and how you never do things right, you have to firmly let them know, hey, I'm going to do what's best for my life. End of story. Okay? And this lets them know this is a boundary. Don't cross it. Tip number 2, nurture your garden. You have to fertilize and you have to water it with healthy choices. This includes getting counsel to heal from your emotional trauma and engaging in healthy relationships and self-care. You have been taught your entire life that you are supposed to focus on the selfish needs of your parent. But what about you? You went without. So now you have to learn what that means to make you a priority. Tip number 3, prune toxic weeds. So you have to identify and remove any toxicity out of your garden. You might have to limit your contact with your parent. Yes, you may have to steer clear of conversations away from any sensitive topics. I know if we talk about this, it's going to be a dumpster fire. So we ain't ever talking about it. And in extreme situations, you might have to totally cut off that parent. I know that's a hard one, but sometimes might have to do it. Now, these 3 tips will help you protect your emotional space and live without limits. Now, if you say, Doc, I'm struggling with this. I have a narcissistic parent that is making my life a living hell. But how in the world do you cut out a parent? Or I don't know how to limit it. I've tried, but it just doesn't work. I tell you what, don't worry about it. Go to my website, christopherreed.org. Schedule your free 30-minute consultation so you and I can have a conversation. And I can tell you how coaching is going to help you protect yourself from a narcissistic parent. If you've enjoyed this, please subscribe and share. Take care. Peace.